Hello, my name is Jacqueline Zeltinger and I am your Financial Aid Director.
Hello, my name is Michelle Graham and I am your Financial Aid Assistant. Together we hope to navigate you through financial aid here at NHSC.
Let's start with the FAFSA. Who needs to complete a FAFSA?
All degree-seeking students are required to complete a FAFSA here at NHSC. Non-degree seeking students and dual credit students are exempt from completing a FAFSA.
How often is a FAFSA required to be done?
The FAFSA is required to be done one time for each academic year. The FAFSA year matches the academic year here at NHSC. For example, the 2020-2021 academic year, you will need to complete the 2020-2021 FAFSA. What about summer?
Summer is a trailer and will be added on to the end of each academic year. For example, summer 2021 is a trailer to the 2020-2021 FAFSA. What is the federal school code?
The federal school code for NHSC is 015536.
What do you need to complete a FAFSA?
You will need your FSA ID and password to complete and submit your FAFSA, as well as your taxes. If you are a dependent student, you will also need your parents' taxes.
For the 2020-2021 FAFSA, use 2018 taxes. For the 2021-2022 FAFSA, use 2019 taxes. For the 2022-2023 FAFSA, use 2020's taxes. How do you complete a FAFSA?
To complete a FAFSA, go to www.fafsa.gov. From the home page, follow the prompts on the screen to navigate through your FAFSA. Once you are logged in, a disclaimer will appear. Accept and begin to fill out your FAFSA. After you accept, you will be prompted to choose your FAFSA year, as explained earlier. If you have completed a FAFSA before, you can choose to renew or start a new FAFSA. You will be asked to create a save key. This is a short key made up of numbers or letters that will be your password back into this FAFSA if you cannot complete it in one sitting. The first section will be personal information for the student. Be sure to complete all required fields before continuing to the next section.
The second section will be the school selection. This will be where you will need the federal school code. On the second page of this section, you will add the federal school code. Search for the school. Once the school pops up, check the box next to the school and hit next.
The third section will be dependency status. This is where you will determine if parent information is required or not. If parent information is required, your parent will be required to complete sections 4 and 5 of the FAFSA. If you are an independent student and parent information is not required, the FAFSA will skip those steps and you will go directly to section 6.
Section 6 goes over students' financials. This is where you will try to use the IRS data retrieval tool to connect your taxes directly to the FAFSA if offered. If you are not offered, you will need to manually enter the information as prompted. If you are given the option to link to the IRS, select that option and then proceed to the IRS site. Once you have successfully answered the IRS questions, be sure to check the box next to the option to transfer data to the FAFSA and click Transfer Now. This will bring you back to the FAFSA.
The seventh section of the FAFSA is the Sign and Submit section. When you are done verifying your information and get to the Sign the FAFSA part, you have two options. You can either sign electronically with your FSA ID and password, or you can print the signature page. If you have your FSA ID and password, simply select Sign this FAFSA. If you do not have your FSA ID and password, Select the option at the bottom that says Other Signature Options. Select Print Signature Page and then print the page to sign and mail in. Once either one of those two options are completed, submit the FAFSA by clicking the Submit My FAFSA Now button. Once your FAFSA is successfully submitted, you will see a confirmation page appear. This is a page that you will need to print to provide to the financial aid or to the registrar's office to complete your registration. Now what?
The FAFSA takes 3 to 5 days to arrive at NHSC. This means that we have to wait until the FAFSA arrives in the financial aid office. Once the financial aid office receives your FAFSA, a letter will be sent to you via email. This letter will be a thank you for applying letter. In this letter, you will know if you are required to complete any further documentation and if you were selected for verification.
What is verification?
Verification is determined by the Department of Education. Something on your FAFSA simply needs to be verified or further explained before they can determine your eligibility for federal student aid.
Where can I find the verification forms?
All of our verification forms can be found on our website. Go to www.nhsc.edu. Hover over the Admissions and Financial Aid button, move down, and select Financial Aid. Once on this page, scroll down and all of our verification forms are on the left-hand side of this page.
What if I do not qualify for federal aid?
If you do not qualify for federal aid, there is a list of scholarships on our website that will help you get a start in applying for funding. Above the verification forms is a button that says click here for scholarship information. The scholarships are color-coded to make it easier to determine which scholarships you qualify for. Aside from scholarships, we offer institutional grants for certain full-time degree-seeking students. If you have any questions about if you qualify, please feel free to email either of us at jzelti@nhsc.edu or mgraham@nhsc.edu.
What if I qualify for federal aid but want to decline it?
By going to the financial aid page of our website, below the verification forms is a Decline Federal Aid form. This form will need to be completed every semester that the student wants to decline federal aid. Once completed, the form needs to be turned into the financial aid office.
That sounds great. Hopefully this helped explain financial aid and has taken away some of the stress for you.
And that you feel well navigated through the financial aid steps thus far. We look forward to working with you.
And welcome to NHSC.